Alright, guys, hi. There seems to be an incident. Ladder 33 is here. Maybe they just parked. But, sometimes you pre-secure the perimeter. If there's a possibility that rooftop fire breaks out, they'll be on scene. Even though it takes up a space of a truck, it's better to have a fire truck and not need it than need a fire truck and not have it. And, like maybe they have a Minority Report. This is a pre-crime thing. This place has gotten a lot of firework reports, and maybe there's an entire warehouse of fireworks, and it might blow up for some reason. You know? So I'll keep you guys posted. So far, our boys in red are not, celebrating. I mean, shouldn't they be having the next flag somewhere? They have the American flag, but it's just for those of interest. If your house is on fire, it's probably pretty interesting. Like where I work is like, a fire is the only major emergency in a very crowded metropolitan area. Even if you have asbestos, there's like saboteurs. Like even if you have armor, they have armor piercing. So, that kind of thing happens all the time. Just be aware, Brett. They said to keep a safe distance. Like the technology is improving. This if you update the major update, you get a crosshair and latitude, longitude, and like the better. If I had a better camera, oh look at the white one. Like eventually, I'm gonna just like have it mounted on a sniper rifle. It's like what's that? Oh, it's my Citizen app. What's a sniper rifle for? A solid base. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Why would I need a sniper rifle? I am a sniper rifle. If whatever you don't have, guys, become that, you'll be wrong, but at least you're doing something. Even like a stick is still aware, or it's a barrier. You're not gonna hate on the barricades. You do nothing all day except be in your way. If you don't know how to carry a barricade, those are roughly 90, 100 pounds. I don't know. If you have Google, you can Google that. I couldn't tell you how heavy those water hoses are, but those look painful. And inside that fire truck is a lot of metal goodies. If you like this chuck spears or like pikes and stuff, if you like to go bird hunting. I mean, here, bird hunting is basically drive your car until you run over a pigeon. I don't see any smoke. I don't see any drones. I don't see any helicopters. It's just one of those events that you could dismiss. But, I watched this thing where, like, Mile 22 or something with Mark Wahlberg. And the guys, the first responders, like, yeah, it's all bullshit. When Muammar Atta was taking flight lessons, they joked, like, aren't you going to take the second half of the course, landing? And he's like, I don't need to land. Ha 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 ha, so funny. Later, much later, you'll find out what that means, Better safe than sorry. Because people don't accept sorry. People will accept, like, okay, so we have an increased police presence every day. And they're still rioting. Because, like, let's say, riot squad, or special weapons and training. You schlep your gear all the way to like an empty house, and you have to put your gear back in the cars. So you're gonna be angry, You're gonna on the way out this stupid empty house. You're gonna kick at the door or something. Why'd you do that? It's an empty house. Who gives a shit? It wasted our time. You know how heavy these things are, blah blah blah. And even if you train every day since birth, like the Russians playing chess, it's like what are you gonna do after chess? What do you mean? That makes no sense. Life is chess. For people, life is riot. What are you gonna do after riot? That makes no sense. I live to riot. Just point me to a direction. See that mountain? I'll ride on that mountain. So you gotta live your life, If you're designed to riot, have a great time. There will be counter rioters. It's a marketplace of ideas. Even among riot people, it's like, you could eat to your knee, and then they fight over it. One less problem, I say. Online, there's people who riot using their words, and that's good. It's safe. But even then, there's so people so competitive, they'll just like do special Unicode. The letter A should have a payload. I'm like, I just press the letter A. You go through all these things. The letter A, first letter of the alphabet. Everything's done for you. You riot strategy A or B. You just choose one. Choose a lane. Here's like how well trained the people in this neighborhood are. Even with motorcycles and shit, yeah, they know you can vroom vroom on your lane, and then it's clear again. Now you have the choice. I can have choice. For a little bit, you have to follow the rules, and then you have it wide open. It's not a big deal. You could have a double wide. It's my turn, and boom, and everybody move around you. There's moving trucks, transport next to this building, which has a lot of fireworks or something. But it's just there. People doing paperwork. I didn't know if apartment did paperwork, but in that little cab in the back, you have about 3, 4 seats. It's so hot, but I know on the floor maybe they watch the game. It's like a floor LCD or something. So God invented work so that the riot people would have like funds. Why do you riot? So I can make more money. So I can attend more riots. So I can make more money. It's a vicious circle. They'll clean like bathrooms, listen for gossip, but at night it's like, give me an outlet, Just like smokers. I'll smoke anywhere, even in an airplane, airport. But if there's a smoking section, I get to see all my fellow smokers. You're depressed, huh? They hate us, huh? They want more parking lots. That's basically it. They encourage you to smoke so they have one more parking space. I woke up today on a street that's always crowded, and in celebration, they had 5 extra parking spaces. I was like, this never happens in the Bronx. It's a commodity, It's like only when they're happy do they say, you got 5 parking spaces anywhere you like. Oh, I feel like Al Pacino for real. If I was half the man I was 5 years ago, I'd put a flamethrower to this place. Boom! And to celebrate the Knicks victory and my riot mentality, this one's for you guys, all the way up. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. When you start your fires, make sure it's on a concrete or rock or something, and it has no flammables, has no chance of exploding. You get your thing out of the way, and at best, you create some kind of smoke. A little bit of tendril smoke. Yes, buddy. That's a Dodge Charger, purple like Joker. Non-comp. You'd be surprised at how many arsonists, pyromaniacs are in the Bronx. Is it go time, God? Can we do it? No, not yet. Not yet. Let's visit the enemy city first. Then let's see if you want to burn your house down. There's so many targets. See these birds? They're fighting over like scraps. Rest assured, if you decided to pile like cardboard right here, and I had my lighter and a little bit of alcohol, it would just be, why not? God has arranged this altar of fire, but they send the felons to clean it up, and they do a great job. I look at it, it's like all swept clean. It's like, I just made a mess. I gotta start over again. Thanks a bunch, guys. It's like cleaning the bathrooms. You clean it, and then somebody shits on it. That's the purpose of the bathroom. The next person is like, it smells like shit in here. Well, it is a bathroom. Wow, look at that color. Never seen that on a Honda. Anyway, if you're at work, you can sneak listen. I've done it before. You just learn how to alt tab. All you need is 2 fingers and 2 keys. Alt tab. What are you doing there? Nothing. The next one. What does that have to do with my business? They want you to work and drop dead in place. Accept this. So, like, take whatever little moments to celebrate the fact that you're alive. Just observe. You know, if you work for the kind of guy that's like, oh, I love you all the time, go take a vacation paid. It's like, of course, you're gonna love that guy. Try to work for somebody you truly hate and dedicate that to God. God will notice. You got so much patience. A lot of lesser humans would have given up. You know, just like a lot of so-called Knicks fan gave up. 106, we're fucking. They watched SpongeBob, but I held out to the last second. No watching, no paid thing. I just stared at Google until it said last seconds 107, 106, and I was like, this is had better not change to 109 to 107 because I'm not gonna punch the screen, but I'm just gonna be looking really angry. I waited until the last second. Final score. And I put it on my YouTube too. Exact opposite MKO too. That's only for the lawyers. It's like he's lying. Am I? I have a preponderance of evidence. Yeah. For the regular normal people, go about your day. There even be people auditing. You're not a real Knicks fan. Glad you noticed. But I got caught up. I sure am glad all your real Knicks fans are doing all this extreme betting for free. Boy, I wouldn't know what to ask. What did Patrick Ewing have for lunch in 2009? Yeah, tell me. And why didn't he get the pickle? True fan, my ass. I just remember like how accommodating Citizen App is. There's a demographic just completely sick and tired of bullshit. I'm trying to get my work done here. Why do you have that thing so loud? The next one. Right, but we got work today. I mean, we got to get ready for game. What game is it? 6. If it does come up 3 up, 3 down, game 7, the world will shake. I already saw how the heavens shook in game 4 in Bryant Park. Every time the Knicks scored, there's a big open air stadium on ground floor, and people saw that we can use this energy. All we need is our branding. That doesn't even work for Stay Free. Yeah. The Knicks victory brought to you by Stay Free, when it just has to stick. Good luck, guys. Advertisers should be shitting themselves. This is how I learned from the Bible. Once you get a victory, the people who got you there, I did most of the work, and then they riot. The guys who did 1%, without my 1%, they would have lost. And the guys who will do 70% of the work. Yeah, that's a theory. Let's just use numbers. You have 1, I have 70. I outnumber you. You've seen how Knicks fans beat up one Spurs. New York has no problem with our lawyers and doctors of gangbang. Ganging up on you. Well, you could do the same. You just didn't. Equity is about first to publish. You can copycat, no problem. You can elect your own Democratic Socialist mayor in your city. You might even win. But experience. Mamdani chose New York. He could have campaigned in Minneapolis. He could have campaigned in Los Angeles. He's from Africa, 7, Somalia. It's like, where do I want to start? Do I want to start where it's easy or where they all hate me? There's a lot more energy and hate. Went straight to New York. I had this happen once when I needed a summer job. You want to work in Lucent, Newark or Lucent, Japan? I was like, well, I don't know anything about Japan. I can go to Newark anytime. I had this odd feeling. Me and Mamdani went to the same teacher, and then the teacher said, you guys goof around too much. If you work in the same room, you go on one end, you go the other. That's the best way. That even works with best friends. If you have a best friend at work, it's like when you're joking around with your best friend, no work gets done. The true boss says, okay, you go to the basement, you go to the roof. Let's see you best friend that up. Then you're gonna see who your real best friends are. Me, I keep it quiet. Nobody reach out to me, you know. But through various mediums. Still, Serenity. She's 5'2", 145 pounds. Wore a green sweater, and nothing fits this profile. Haven't seen one of those at all. But we have people looking for her. I mean, she seems like a nice girl. Serenity, 5'2", 145 pounds. If she's been found, the family's embarrassed. No updates. That fire thing has been here for 16 minutes and 40 seconds. That's 1,000 seconds, which means a trillion nanoseconds. If you had $1 for each nanosecond you've been with me, you'd be a trillionaire. The easy way, not the Elon Musk way. You just observed for God. Okay, whatever you call it. I call it my God. Let's see if there's an actual chat. I know, right? Thank you. I talk more than I record. It's neck and neck because the camera doesn't expend any effort. I give you like all the others. Here, I'm gonna dedicate the next 5 minutes of silence to all the people who don't like me talking.
I can't tell if you're adorable or creepy. When your heart is cold as stone, just change your tone. Get rid of that groan and the world will too. Probably gonna go with creepy. Cause swordfishes, jellyfishes, starfish, I love you. You know it's true. Catfishes, love you. Cuttlefishes, love you. Starfish running up you in the ocean blue. Lungfish, blackfish, alligator, icefish, hammerhead, hammerhead, anaconda, flathead, manta ray, stingray, fangtooth, moray, goblet shark, grass carp, brown river bat ray, noodlefish, hagfish, man-o-war, ladyfish, black eel, baby seal, sprat koi, electric eel, lamprey, pejerey, yellow edged moray, salmon shark, sleepy shark, featherback, and eagle ray. Well, you can ignore this plea, that's fine with me. But one day you'll see that my words are true. Stop singing to me. What if you find that you agree? I guarantee that you will soon be feeling the love too. I can't wait. Swordfishes, jellyfishes, starfishes. I want to be with you forever. You know it's true. Catfishes, love you. Cottonfishes, love you. Starfish, love me, in the ocean blue. Oh no, 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 no! When you're feeling all alone, the world's a drone, and nobody's shown any love to you. I can't tell if you're adorable or creepy. When your heart is cold as stone, just change your tone. Get rid of that groan, and the world will too. Probably gonna go with creepy. Cause swordfishes, jellyfishes, starfish, you know it's true. Catfishes, love you. Cottlefishes, love you. Starfish running up you in the ocean blue. Lungfish, blackfish, alligator, icefish, hammerhead, hammerhead, anaconda, flathead, manta ray, stingray, fangtooth, moray, goblet shark, grass carp, brown river bat ray, noodlefish, hagfish, man-o-war, ladyfish, black eel, baby seal, sprat koi, electric eel, lamprey, pejerey, yellow edged moray, salmon shark, sleepy shark, featherback, and eagle ray. Well, you can ignore this plea, that's fine with me. But one day you'll see that my words are true. Please stop singing to me. What if you find that you agree? I guarantee that you will soon be feeling the love too. I can't wait. Starfish, I want to be with you forever. You know it's true. Catfishes, love you. Cottonfishes, love you. Starfish, love me, in the ocean blue. Oh no, 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 no! World's a drone, and nobody's shown any love to you. I can't tell if you're adorable or creepy. When your heart is cold as stone, just change your tone. Get rid of that groan, and the world will too. Probably gonna go with creepy. Cause swordfishes love you, jellyfishes love you, starfish I love you. You know it's true. Catfishes love you, cuttlefishes love you, blowfishes running up you in the ocean blue. Lungfish, blackfish, alligator, icefish, hammerhead, hammerhead, anaconda, flathead, manta ray, stingray, fangtooth, moray, goblet shark, grass carp, brown river, bat ray, noodlefish, hagfish, man-o-war, ladyfish, black eel, baby seal, sprat core, electric eel, lamprey, petra ray, yellow edging, moray, salmon shark, sleepy shark, featherback, and eagle ray. Well, you can ignore this plea, that's fine with me. But one day you'll see that my words are true. Please stop singing to me. What if you find that you agree? I guarantee that you will soon be feeling the love too. I can't wait. Cause swordfishes love you, jellyfishes love you, starfishes I wanna be with you forever. You know it's true. Catfishes love you, cuttlefishes love you, starfish love me in the ocean blue. Oh no, 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 no! When you're feeling all alone, the world's a drone, and nobody's shown any love to you. I can't tell if you're adorable or creepy. When your heart is cold as stone, just change your tone. Get rid of that groan, and the world will too. Probably gonna go with creepy. Cause swordfishes love you, jellyfishes love you, starfish I love you. You know it's true. Catfishes love you, cuttlefish.
And I'm back. I promised you 5 minutes of silence. Held out for 6. Always give more than you promise, because it's the law of surprise. I didn't know you had it in you to keep silent with me. It's also Puerto Rican Day. Still, if you bought those flags, you can keep them for like 4 months. It's up to you, really. You'll hear other things like EMS. Dead air is fine. If you want to talk to the dead air spirit, count all your blessings and see who's creeping up on you. In the silence, like if it's completely silent, you're more aware of your surroundings. I'm trying to distract you from all your problems, but if my talking is a problem, well, okay. I gave you what you wanted. This was your time to talk and chat. You could have said Spurs in 6 or whatever. That was your time, 5 minutes. In Congress, if your opponent says, well, you're right, you get 5 minutes to talk. That's my time. I yield my time. But you too like the silence. And when silence is all your opening arguments, somebody has to rebut. In the beginning, there was silence, and God spoke the word. Let there be light. You just couldn't stand the silence. You guys had 5 minutes with God. What did he say to you? Me, he just told me, chill, have a cigarette, enjoy yourself. Let them talk. Let them wait. Probably gonna go with creepy. If I was somebody in that building, it's like, why is that fire truck outside my building? Are they gonna use the hoses to break my windows? What's going on? They're not just here for a deli or a pizza. They're here for a specific reason. And where there's one fire truck, there could be 5. There's a convergence. So, and I wrote something in the chat as a broadcaster. So, how much did you all win from last night? Money, money, money. Either you didn't or you did. And both times you gotta keep quiet. If you lost, you don't want to burden somebody else with your losses. But if you won, you want to keep that quiet because you'll be a target. How about that money you owe me from whenever? You're gonna hear that. Oh, so you're a big man now. How about it treating us for your birthday? You'll hear it. A lot of times, good news is worse than bad news. And now we have a follow up. There's going to be, I think this is a big convergence. Usually, the day or the hours before a big raid is like, is the coast all clear? Are they hating firemen for some reason? Well, you have the melee and then they're tired. Then comes the ranged to see what's up. You know, it's a nice quiet area, so people want to fill the silence with something. Me, I use my nervous energy, talk too much. I recorded for 5 minutes, 6 actually, if you care.
If you're adorable or creepy. When your heart is
And there's a lot of Puerto Rican flags.
just change
This is mostly Dominican area.
of that grown and the world will too.
Dominican Republic, if you can defend it. That's what Benjamin Franklin said. He didn't really say Dominican, but Dominican is one of those three factions of Catholicism. There are the Franciscans, I think the Loyolians or Ignatians, and then the Dominicans. Dominicans self-torture, just in case. I know I'm going to do something wrong later, so I might as well beg forgiveness from God in the morning. Yeah, that's how it works. You prepay. If you guys know T-Mobile, you prepay until your penance runs out. Then you do it again, if you feel like it. It's a beautiful day. Aren't you glad you all have work? Imagine not having work tomorrow. Or like, I got fired on my day off. You can spend all of today watching The Breaks. Great movie. If you're into, like, getting along with your black neighbors. The main guy died already. When he was alive, he really sold the thing. Like, who bought all the paper plates for the Kill Whitey cookout? You did. Can I just get a little salad? Can I get this paper cup? Oh, yeah, sure. One of my favorite movies, The Breaks. Rip that guy, Like, there's Black Irish. He was really Irish. He remains Irish. He's probably the patron saint of, like, Bronx Irish. There's one or two, but far less than true. You saw the people in this neighborhood. The guy in the mobility scooter is like, you should really back that up. Keep the crosswalk clear, A lot of Puerto Ricans driving around. DOT is here. I'm waiting for the EPA. If there's a big EPA vehicle, those are my guys. I use the environment a lot as a very tiny guy, so I gotta help protect it. I'm surprised. This has been how long? Almost 30 minutes. The police moved, so yeah. There's also Botanica Guadalupe. Since the fire truck is doing its world famous not moving at all impression. You can see our Blessed Mother there, and it's locally owned, so you can stop by for money candles or black candles, whatever it is. Most times, if you hate somebody, right, on social media or something, there was I went to Etsy for a curse on Wemby, and I guess it worked. That seller is going to be very inundated. Not that I have a problem. It's just you guys make jokes. Sir, this is a Wemby's. At first I didn't like it, but why not? So it is a Wemby's. Form a line. Let's get this thing citywide, While all of the world is burning, this corner, 182nd and Grand Concourse, not burning. This is the 0 point. As high voltage as you all want to be with the riots, here there's just people smoking their cigarettes, riding their buses, driving their cars, playing with their kids, enjoying the beautiful day. You should be like that. Every corner should be like this. But then you'd be bored as shit. I'm going to end it as a little mini game for myself. I think precisely 30 minutes, I'm going to end this stream. And then, you can go and do the same. You have your own dialect and lingo. I've seen a lot of such things. If I'm irritating, you can be more or less irritating. I'm just your baseline. I'm your Uncle Nate, Al Pacino. People say Chino. That doesn't happen again. I don't know. I kind of liked it. Hey, Chino, dance for me. I will.